Good morning and welcome back to another week in my life. I am on my second week of community practice, and today I am dealing with drop-off appointments and I'm student of the day. So that means I have to make sure that every single patient goes home tonight, and I have to stay until that last patient is gone and make sure I set up the kennels for the patients tomorrow who are staying in hospital with us. I do have to walk the patients too during the afternoon. I'm gonna head in now and get my day started. I did arrive a little bit early today just because I have 2 drop-offs this morning, so I wanted to make sure that I got here before they did. So let's head inside. I am back from my shift, and today was pretty busy. I was student of the day, so I had to take care of all of the patients that were dropped off for either surgery or for sickness visits, and take care of the emergency stuff that came in. And I also had to make sure that every patient went home. I was supposed to work on a cat this morning, but I was switched to a really sick urgent case, and then my cat was actually going for a dental instead. So I had to switch gears, and thankfully everything went well with my case today. It was a patient that came in for vomiting since Sunday afternoon and just went downhill very fast, which was kind of scary. So they brought the patient in. We took care of it. We were able to figure out what was going on, but we are going to recheck the patient in a few weeks just to make sure that everything's looking good. Tomorrow I get to do my pre-heartworm treatment on my patient I was speaking with last week, so hopefully everything goes well there. I will let you know how it goes. As of right now, that's my only patient, but I know that most likely will change. So I will see you all tomorrow. As you can see, I am still at work. I have to be here until 7 tonight. It's currently 5:40. So my roommates have been kind enough to bring me some food. It's been a rough day, and I've only dealt with one client. And I'll probably discuss it more when I go home, because right now I'm so frustrated. I put so much into this job, and I honestly was treated horribly by a client today. And it's just frustrating because we're just trying to do our best for the patient and the client, making sure that everything works well for them. I do have my roommates coming soon to drop off some food, so I'm probably gonna eat with them and just fill them in on what's been going on today, because I definitely need someone to talk to. I will talk to you guys when I get home. It is Wednesday now, so I am going to head into work. Last night was just not a good talking night, and I did stay until 7 p.m. last night to continuously call this owner to make sure that his pet was doing well. And thankfully, fingers crossed, I didn't hear anything. saying that he was having any allergic reactions, so I think I'm going to call him again today just to check in and make sure and answer any questions he has. So I'm gonna head in and get the day started. I am back from my shift, and today went a lot better than it did yesterday. Yesterday was just really tough, but today I got to do a dental, and it was pretty exciting. We did get to extract one tooth, so it was unique to see the radiographs that we can take to visualize the roots under the gum line, so we can make sure that there's no evidence of disease. And I got to see how they write their surgical reports here, which is definitely a little different from what we saw on the island, but it still contains pretty much the same information. You just have to make sure that you write down what was done during the procedure and which teeth we extracted. And it was actually one of the vet's dogs that had the dental today, because my original dental got canceled yesterday unexpectedly. So they brought their dog in to do a dental instead, and it turns out she needed it. I did call my patient from yesterday that I dealt with for the pre-heartworm treatment, and the patient is doing great at home, which I'm really thrilled with. But unfortunately, I did hear about a patient of mine that I had last week actually went to the emergency room today, so I'm going to check in with the client tomorrow and see how the appointment went and if the patient is feeling better. I'm really hoping and keeping my fingers crossed that he's doing well, but I'm going to check in with the client tomorrow. I am scheduled for drop-offs again tomorrow, and I believe at the moment I have a husky just for wellness vaccines. I'm sure there will definitely be more things that come in, because this week we've had a lot of emergencies call us to get scheduled same day, so I kind of expect that tomorrow is going to be the same. I am going to head to bed now and do it all again tomorrow. See you tomorrow. I am back from my shift, and today went pretty good. I did have to call a couple of people on the phone today, and then, as I said last night, I was on drop-off, so we had 2 beautiful huskies today for their wellness vaccines. And then I did have a vomiting and diarrhea case today, so that was interesting to work up. We did an ultrasound just to make sure that the intestines and stomach was good, and thankfully it was. So possibly just a mild case of gastritis. But those were my cases today. I did call, like I said, a few people to check up on my pre-heartworm treatment case, and also one of my patients that went into the emergency room yesterday, just to make sure that they were doing okay. Tonight, my roommates and I are planning on doing a NAVLE night where we discuss some cases that we've had that we think might be good to review for the NAVLE, which is our veterinary license exam. And I actually scheduled mine yesterday, and I got the confirmation today that I'll be taking it October 18th, which is really exciting. It is getting super close, and I don't feel prepared at all, but we're going to fix that. Today was a good day. I'm just quite tired. Lots of client communication today, but I definitely need to work on it, so it is very good practice. And tomorrow I'm on technician appointments, so I'm hoping to get some practice doing some blood draws so I can get more comfortable with that. I will fill you in tomorrow when I get back from my shift. I've officially made it to the end of the week, and honestly, today went pretty good. I got to practice doing a couple of blood draws, and we had these cute little 4-month-old Jack Russell Terriers come in. They were super cute, just coming in for vaccines. It was definitely a good day, but this week was by far probably the hardest one that I've had so far in my clinical year, just because I was handling a lot of different patients at one time, and you have to continuously follow up with those patients to make sure that they are doing well at home, and then handling more critical cases and euthanasias throughout the week was definitely really tough, but it was a very good learning experience. That is going to bring this week's video to a close. If you do have any questions, please let me know down below. And I do hope you enjoyed this week's video. If you did, please give it a like and subscribe for more, and I will see you all next week. Bye!